Hello everyone, this is Wander, and I am here using one of my pre-made sims as a base to create my mint sim, also going to be named Sage. I just realized now. Oh wait, actually no. My previous sim. This is actually my second time doing this recording and the second time that I am actually doing the Not So Berry challenge, but first time I'm filming it. I really regretted not filming my first go through of I didn't finish the challenge. I got to the point where my purple sim was almost ready to move out of her gray mother's house, and there were a lot of things going on that I was afraid with, like the updates and things like that, that I was afraid of hurting my save files. So I just put off. And as time went, I just really wish I had, I really wish I had recorded it in some way, even if I didn't post it, that I just record it. So that's why the first stretch, I'm just voicing over what I've played so far. And, currently I actually already have Sage having her first child. So, and we're quite a bit further. And as you can just watch here, I'm so indecisive. I have so much CC and I love making my Sims. Oh, the eyelashes were kind of messing up here. Later, I go back and put in the no eyelash mod, and that kind of helps them sit for some reason. But yeah, I actually had to like speed up my cast and my build like 10x or more, just because I realized how long I spend doing these things. And maybe I could like chat through it if it was live or if I was streaming or something, but talking for 5 hours just through cast and build, I just I don't think that would be a fun listening experience or a fun recording experience. I lost 15 minutes of record time just speaking, and I'm already kind of tired out from that. But I just love how she came through, and I thought she is such a cool sim. And actually, as I was playing with her, even in the early stages, I kind of had inklings about her lore and the story around her, but as I've played her, I've definitely kind of figured it out. I have decided she has escaped a cult that she grew up in, and uh, all her documentation is faked basically. And the way she got into the science career is because she's just a crafty lady, and I think that fits in with the mischievousness. She's actually going to be living in eco living. I actually really enjoyed playing there before for Rags to Riches Legacy I was playing, and I really got attached to the lot she's going to be on. Even though I kind of felt Rags to Riches, it tends to be like rags to comfortable, and then I move on to their kids. I tend to like have a hard time once they get comfortable and I'm happy with their houses, that that I like continue to make them rich. It just, I don't know, just something in my brain switches and I get more focused on just getting their house to where I find it cute, and then focusing on their lives and their relationships, or usually their skills. I'm a pretty, I try and be like have my Sims be pretty well rounded with skills. It helps that I play in a lot of like micro and mini houses, partially because of it isn't even the buffs. I think I would still play this way even without the buffs. The routing in big houses drives me nuts. Oh my gosh. It's funny watching me go past a lot of these clothing swatches, and then I just know I end up going back to them either in a different outfit or next. Also, I'm so sorry it's cut off here. This is before I realized in OBS that it did not automatically size my screen. So it's a little cut off here, but I did fix that for the like more thorough gameplay. But for right now, some of my columns are kind of broken off because I have the more columns mods that I have learned I cannot live without. And she's just so fun to style. I feel like oh wait, I did change her name from Sage. Ignore me. I'm like, Sage, and I'm like, it says Sage. Duh, her name is Nayeli. Sage is my 100 baby sim base that I was using for her, which I may play with Sage again. And I do feel like Sage and Nayeli end up looking like cousins. I do change her name to Mint from Keys. Um, but I think I could have even kept it as Keys, because I do think I'm gonna put Sage and her first like group of 6 or 7 kids that I have in the gallery down in the world where Nayeli is, just to like have or maybe I shouldn't. I don't know, because she technically lore wise that wouldn't make sense unless her well, I guess it would, considering Sage was a rags to riches 100 baby challenge, so she could have also escaped the cult and went on and had lots of babies. But yeah, I really also am gonna try and be really on top of adding my Sims to the cast, not to the cast, to the gallery, because I actually lost Aurelia, one of my yellow sim for my first gen. She was one of my favorite sims, and she had such an interesting life, and I completely forgot to add her to the gallery at any point. So I've just lost her forever, and it makes me so sad. But I'm not the best builder, as you're about to see, but I also kind of like the idea that she kind of built this herself through probably stealing the means from her previous cult, or just all along the way of getting away from them. So I kind of like the idea that it maybe not to be the best built, because she may have had a hand in it. This is actually my second time building her a house. The first time I built it, I have this cool, several cool mods. I can't remember the creator, but I'll probably put it in the description. But I have mods from this one creator, and one of her I believe it's a her that made it. Mods is LGBTQ plus hangout lot trait. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That sounds fun. And then I had 50 Sims who wouldn't leave even after I took off the lot trait, and I just had completely changed the save. But I wasn't really crazy about that house anyway. What I did was I kept the container home, one of the bases of the container homes, and just was kind of remodeling the inside. And I just wasn't crazy with the layout. So even though I have a hard time specifically choosing a door and I believe it is the roof. The roof is always going to be horrid. I'm just not a good roof builder. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, you will always be disappointed in the roof. This kitchen also didn't turn out as minty as I'd like it to be by the end of this, but I did update her house recently with her first child, and it is nice and minty and now. So and it's still a tiny home, but it's no longer a micro home because I had to make room for a toddler, which may or may not be a toddler and a baby soon. But they may also grow up to be a child before the baby is born. So I guess we'll see. Fun fact about that desk, it kept it yeeting everything off. It just all disappears. It wouldn't be in my inventory or anything. I'd come back from the lot, come back, and then it would just be like suddenly in my inventory, and I have to put it back down again, and it was a huge hassle. So I did keep it for a while, because it didn't start doing that until I was moving it around. And see, I would make sense if it was a CC desk and a CC item, but I don't think it's a CC item, and I don't think I put any CC items on it. I think that is not base game, but I think that is Maxis. So I don't really know what was going on there, but we had to go change to a different desk setup later. But you won't see that. One of my biggest mistakes probably in this build was I had some extra money, and I went ahead and gave her a pool. The pool did have to go because she kept reading. She kept reading outside in the cold with her feet in the water, and that just wasn't acceptable. But I did give her a pool, and I thought it looked kind of cute. It may or may not, because I suck at landscaping. And see, a lot of simmers say they suck at landscaping, and then they make beautiful, outside. I truly suck at landscaping. And this is me just trying to play. I like the funky idea of the angled roof initially. So eventually I could put some solar panels up top, and it'd be in an angle, and I just thought that'd be kind of cool. And I was having a hard time with this roof. And I usually go with glass roofs, but I end up not doing that for this, even though I do think the glass roof looks kind of nice. I didn't end up going with that, just for that. Just I don't know. Probably should have. It probably would have made it way lighter in there. And then typically in these little micro kind of starter houses, I usually use that curved brick that you saw earlier. Oh, I do love that rug. I found I like the other space rug because of the sizing a little better, but I do love that little circular rug I put up there a little while ago. And then I was trying to find curtains because I had money, and they actually had some cute swatch curtains. I wanted to put these little braided curtains all the way across, but I was having some problems, as you see. So I just like the idea that maybe they're pushed to the side and they do extend fully in my mind, and imagination. And then I'm just playing around with stuffing my little tiny bathroom. And thank you so much for watching this. And, I hope you had fun watching it. I hope you're kind of looking excited to, or at least maybe curious, maybe not even excited. You just met me and my Sims. But, just kind of curious about the way this may go. And, and one of the things I'm looking forward to is like the documentation of how the house is going to change over time, because I have so many screenshots from my previous, not so berry, and even like with especially with rags to riches, I love seeing the house transformation and lot transformation. Yeah, I quite liked how this little house came through. I find the little mint color, especially on the outside, and then like that certain color on the rug, and then the little tassels. I don't know. I just feel like it's such a common color for such a chaotic and arguably kind of, oh, hi. There's a kitty talking to me through the window. And I don't know. I feel like thinking about it, I could have definitely spruced this up a little bit more, but I had already built a house and done cast technically twice. So I think also my creative juices were just kind of running a little thin and I wanted to get started. But I definitely could have decorated these, especially with the setup. But I still think it came out really cute. I'm kind of surprised I didn't find out how to add a gnome in here somewhere. I usually love adding gnomes to my builds, especially these kind of like monochromatic or like kind of pastel houses, and just have a little gnome instead of a little green monster. I know he's not mint, but he's adorable. He came from I recently bought a kit, even though I try not to buy them. He came from the camper kit, I believe. Ah, yes. So I ended up with this like whitish roof, and that's partially for the eco bonus. But thank you. Oh yeah, I was gonna try trees, and I was really shocked there wasn't like more minty shrubbery. I may have, that was a bit odd. But thank you so much for watching. And, if you liked this video, feel free to give me a like and a subscribe if you want to, see updates on this gameplay. I already have quite a bit pre-recorded that I have to voice over. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. And I have to go get my cat away from the window. All right, bye.